New this morning, Chris Olsen is a social media superstar. He was even named TikTok's sexiest man by People magazine in 2020. Millions of people have watched him deliver coffee, from everyone to singer Meghan Trainor to Vice President Kamala Harris. That's why we thought it would be fun to sit down with him for this week's Java with Jamie. What do you think you're gonna get?
Well, I usually get the same thing every time, no matter where I'm at.
What is it?
It's a vanilla iced latte with oat milk.
Chris Olsen has racked up more than 10 million followers on TikTok since 2020.
Hi, my name is Chris Olsen.
The one constant piece of content?
Have a good one.
Coffee. We met Olsen for a cup
I like the homey vibe.
at the Ugly Mug in Burbank.
The afternoon coffee is for enjoyment.
Yes.
The morning coffee is for necessity.
It's not often you get him to sit down. Olsen is usually delivering coffee, sometimes across the country to different celebrities, like Elvis star Austin Butler,
Great work, Austin.
Yes, I did. Just for you.
Nickelodeon protege JoJo Siwa,
What is this?
Coffee.
Vice President Kamala Harris,
Hey, Chris.
Hey. Hi. I brought you both coffee.
and Meghan Trainor, who's become a good friend.
So we have to set the record straight on something. You and Meghan Trainor have not been friends since childhood.
We have not been friends since childhood. That was another one of the ideas. I delivered her coffee, and another one I was like, well, if this goes well, maybe we can say we're like childhood friends, and like that could be a funny little like prank we can pull on TikTok. And then what was funny, they agreed because we have so many weird connections. My family has a place in Nantucket. She grew up in Nantucket. I went to boarding school in Massachusetts. She moved to Massachusetts, like to the mainland from Nantucket. So we really have all of these weird similarities, and we have the same birthday.
You do?
We have the same birthday. So it just became this thing where it was like, yeah, let's say this, and then very quickly we also debunked it.
While Olsen is now a full-fledged TikTok star, he didn't start posting to the site until a month into the pandemic on April 11th, 2020.
I remember in the morning it had like 3,000 views, and I was like, wow. Wow, this is it, I guess. Like, okay, it's beginning, like it's happening. It was like 2 weeks where everything went from like it was just a fun little app to it was suddenly like a job that I was doing, and I had signed with a manager, and I did a brand deal for my first time.
He had been a junior at Berklee College of Music, studying musical theater when the world stalled. Some of his most popular videos now are of his music collaborations.
I remember when I lost my mind. It's not the best idea. Only when I admit I'm alone.
I wasn't cast in a movie. I didn't get a TV show. It's because I just decided to use the device that we all have, and somehow people were like, we're gonna keep watching you. And now I live this life where I can't, like it's so unbelievably surreal to me that I get to do these crazy things, all because of my phone. Like, it never ceases to amaze me.
Olsen also authentically revealed his journey with therapy, hoping it would help others open up during dark periods.
But I honestly feel like I need to cry.
But you're very open about going to therapy.
Yes.
And how beneficial therapy has been to you.
Yep.
Why put that out there?
It's become a really lighthearted part of my life. We get deep all the time, but it's never something that I feel like is this deep, scary thing. I also find it very helpful to watch them back. Charlie D'Amelio ended up coming up to me at an event and was like, thank you so much for your therapy videos. That's what helped me get back into therapy. And I was like, oh, okay. This is impacting people more than I'm realizing it. Because again, I think just posting to my friends, I'm not realizing that I'm actually getting people back into therapy.
The internet can also be a place that's hard to navigate with flat-out lies.
Speaking of birth dates, we have to clear up a second misconception.
Oh my gosh, another rumor.
You're not 76 years old.
I'm not 76 years old. As Google continues to tell me and tell a lot of people, I'm not 76, I am 25. But there is a child actor named Chris Olsen who is 76. He did a few movies back in the day, and he's wonderful. I've never met him.
And then there are those mean comments.
And I think it's just important for me to also not read too many comments. Like, interact and connect with the ones that are very positive. But if I go too far down the rabbit hole, it's beneficial for no one.
But being open has also worked to his benefit. Olsen and his ex Ian Paget became popular on the app's couple niche. When they broke up, Olsen wasn't shy about his struggles.
I do try to continue to remain open because I think it can only help someone. And if it's something I went through that was hard and I felt like I was going through it alone, I don't want anyone else to feel that way. So I continue to try to share.
Styled in a t-shirt, jeans, and platform heels, Olsen says he has just one motivation with posting to the app.
Is this gonna make someone feel good? Is this gonna maybe make someone laugh? And is this something that people can relate to? Like, is this something that will make someone feel like their experience is not one that they're going through alone? And I say that and it sounds very deep, but that also is down to like the funniest, most lighthearted videos ever of me like walking around in heels.
I love he doesn't take himself very seriously. He's also very realistic about the TikTok platform. I said, where do you want this to go? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And he goes, I have no idea. You know, we don't know where this is headed. He is, however, taking the coffee a little bit further. He just started his own coffee line called Flight Fuel.
Wow, that's pretty cool. A couple things that stood out to me. One is that, yes, we all have the phones, right? But we don't all have the charisma and the magnetic personality that people are going to follow us in that same way. And the other is that he's so authentic and open and really helping people with therapy and other things. And so he's harnessing his power in a really good way.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it goes to show so many people are so scared, or we use social media to show only like the best parts of ourselves. And really, when you boil it down, sometimes just being really open of like, I had a bad day, or I had to talk to my therapist about this.
I had a breakup.
I had a breakup. Like, real things are really interesting to people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It was a great interview. I loved it.
Thank you. Yeah. Well,